Hey there, Plain Hooked Ink here, and today I want to show you guys the buoy trick. Buoy trick is something with, well, first of all, what's a buoy? So these little things right here, these are buoys. You can set them out in the way of the fish, and when fish run into them, you can catch them. They'll catch the fish for you automatically. See, that's great and all. You can spread them out, catch them some good fish, but there's a trick you can do with them. So how do you get a buoy? First of all, the buoys come from the mechanic here. Mechanic will give you an automatic fisher he starts with one, and you can upgrade them twice, get up to 3 automated fishers, these little buoys. So what's so good about those? Well, the thing here is you can set them in the way of a row of fish and they'll just start catching fish like crazy. Let that go. So that's one thing you can do with them. They're hard to move sometimes. All right, so check this out. What we can do is we can actually stack them on top of each other and double what we're doing. You can actually stack 3 of them and triple them, but that is a lot harder to do. But I'm going to show you how to do that here. So first of all, you need to know how to change your settings here. So we're going to go back into settings, and we're going to set this up so we can zoom in on this. So we're going to go to zoom, and we're going to turn on the zoom right here. We're going to turn on zoom, and we need to make sure we show the controller here. Let's get that out of the way. I can touch that, zoom out here, show controller right here. So now I got this little thing that I can move around on the screen. I can touch it and get a zoom in. I can resize my lens and stuff like that to make it bigger and smaller. I can use this to zoom in and out, but we'll show you how that helps us out here in Hooked Ink. So let's get here, we'll zoom out here, get back to Hooked Ink here. So here we are, so we got our buoys up here, 2 of them close together. We're gonna keep one off the side here for now, and we're going to zoom in. Now that's not quite zoomed in enough. Now, to move around here, 3 fingers on the screen actually moves you around. So you're gonna put 3 fingers on and slide up and down with that, and you'll move what you're zooming in on. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna slide it up here. It's a little touchy at times trying to find what you're looking for. It is not the easiest thing to move around. We can also take and move the whole thing up a little bit. That'll help us out, I think. If we can find those buoys here. Now we want them in a nice clean place so we can click on them cleanly and have a bunch of fish in our way. But it is, you get zoomed in so far it's hard to see them. All right, so we got them here. They're centered on here. So we can now move these around. We can set them right next to each other right here. And what we want to do is we want to try to touch right in the middle of these 2 buoys. Now, this is a pain in the rear to do, and it's really hard to do, but you're going to get in here, and you touch them, they move around, and you kind of keep them in centered, or you'll lose them off the screen and have to readjust your settings. But you keep clicking on these enough. You try and hit right in the middle, and it takes way longer than it should half the time. But what will eventually happen is these guys will stick on top of each other. So we just keep tapping, tapping, tapping right in the middle, trying to hit right between these 2 things, and it's not an easy thing to do. Even zoomed in. There we go. We popped them into one buoy. Now, we got the 3rd buoy down there. Let's tap on this little oval at the bottom here. We can zoom out. We can also tap on this to zoom in, zoom out on the cursor. Now, we could go and try to connect the 3 of these buoys, but it is really, really hard. And as soon as these buoys touch, the stacked buoys touch the other buoy, it splits. So you got to set them right next to each other and get a perfect touch just to do it. So I find the best thing to do is take this guy, put him down here on the bottom. Lots of fish come in right here. This is one of the entry points for the fish down on the bottom. And then I can take this guy, this one that's stacked. I can touch him, and I can just wave him around, and I catch these fish so fast. It is so much easier catching these fish. So I can hold it here. It starts catching all those fish. And the cool thing about this is, if you look really closely, I get 2 different values from each fish here. So this is giving me, and the numbers kind of stack on top of each other when this fish comes in here and hits, but I got that one was the exact same for both copies. Oh, I shouldn't have moved that. I should have left that. So look at that one was the exact same. But if they hit, here, let's see. You can see that there's an orange number in some of these and a white number in some of these, and that's just for one fish. So I'm actually doubling up on everything I'm doing here with these stacked buoys. So this is a great way to get a lot more fishing experience and a lot more money here in Hooked Ink. All right, I'm going to set this over here and set this up. We're going to show you something else coming up here. I'm going to show you guys how to automate claiming your trophy prizes and the tournament hack there. So I got the double buoy set up for that. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Check in on my next video. Thanks.